I've read your, like your credentials on LinkedIn where
Mm.
you actually like this kind of thing because
Yeah.
first when you discovered the internet at the time,
Mm.
at what age was that?
Ooh, it's definitely it started off when after I finished school, after I finished high school, because of course that's the time where you have to think about, oh, what
What's
am
you
I
gonna do
supposed to
next?
do?
Yeah,
What am I
yeah.
supposed to do? I have to also think about what am I gonna do for my career and stuff like that, right? And since then, I just thought about, okay, wait, I like playing video games and stuff like that, and it's pretty much connected to technology, and that's where it all started with me being interested in technology, but not just specific technology, but I was also always trying to figure out, how does internet works? How are we connected? How are our phones, iPads, or whatever are all connected, and we're all being able to connect together from a different world, a different part of the world. And that's where it all started. And then I started taking foundation in arts. Foundation in arts. You would
Arts?
think, yeah, you would think exactly. You would think arts like architecture and stuff like that,
Architecture.
drawing, illustration, and stuff like that. But no, it was in IUKL Foundation in Arts. It's basically a mix between all the business, the economic subject, math, a mix of math and science, and mix of IT as well. It's just a mix of everything. In comparison to foundation in science, it's just science. But foundation in arts, it's a mix of what kind of like in everyday life kind of thing. Okay, yeah. And since then, because I took like 2 subject of IT subject there, and that's where it kind of like grew on me that I started to like technology more, and then I started taking bachelor degree in networking technology, and since then, I guess the rest is history.
You're right about it now.
Huh?
You're
Yeah,
right about it now.
Kind of weird transition, but it just kind of happened.
But it's still touched to that. I mean, if someone like it's just like one likes football and then I don't know, probably they injured their knee, so but they're still in, like the coach for academic or something, still on football.
Yeah.
But writing, I mean, the first episode for the podcast was with Najmi. Yeah, was a writer.
Yeah.
And he actually a bit different. He wrote some plays. I'm not sure if you ever watched the episode, but yeah, he wrote some plays, and then IT and technology overall when first come to AOPG was like, I think I might quote him wrong, but I think he started from zero. But he have like the essentials for for write up. He knows what kind of points he need to make. He knows like the style of writing, but it's just different kind of writing. So you have been transitioning a lot, like from where we work together and then the jump here and there.
Yeah.
So when you receive the task and the assignment, right? Do you really do you like all of those information that you have, or just something like, now I only like if it's about, let's say, gadgets. I only like if it's about internet. So if it's about other things, like, okay, actually we want to launch some new product thingy about automobile related or something, you will be like, nah, I don't really like that. I'm going to write about it. I don't really like that. So do you have that like bias or something?
Yeah, I mean sometimes because when writing, of course you want to write something about what you like, right? But at the same time, at the end of the day, you're not really gonna get what you like. It's the same with any kind of like work that you do in any industry that you're in. You're not gonna be doing stuff that that you like. At the end of the day, okay, for me, for example, I like doing AI, video games, and cloud and stuff like that. But certain times I would have to write about the blockchain, which sometimes can be, it's a niche topic, right? And it's kind of hard for people to understand. And sometimes, even though I've been writing about it a lot, I wouldn't say I'm an expert in it, but I'm still like learning. And I just think of it as kind of like boring, but at the same time, you learn. At the end of the day, it's all part of like the learning process. So, and in terms of like the style of writing, I'm more into, when I write, I like writing in a conversational kind of tone. I don't want to write something that's like a thought leadership kind of thing, you know, because writing like a thought leadership kind of thing, you would have to sound like a professional. You know what I mean? Like the tone of the writing is just way different in comparison to the conversational
Let's
tone.
say,
Yeah.
How does it work? Let's say this bottle of coffee, right? So how do I get thought? What do you say about it?
The thought leadership.
Thought leadership things about protein milk smoothie that give you 30 grams whole protein. So how do you do about that?
Oh yeah. Usually when you say conversational tone, for example, you'd say, here we have protein milk smoothie, 30 grams, you know?
I'm not promoting this, by the way.
Yeah. So it's just there as an example. And here is what we found out, you know, these are the ingredients. But then when you kind of like put it in a thought leadership kind of thing, you would start with something in this evolving world full of inflation and, you know, yada, this naturally sourced straight up nutrition, presenting, you know, protein milk smoothie kind of thing. You see what I mean? Like the tone is kind of different. Conversation is more like what we're doing right now. It's more conversation. It's like I'm speaking to the audience, whereas thought leadership, you're speaking to like everyone. You're speaking for everyone to understand. Yeah, that's the whole aspect of it. It sounds more professional. You're using more complex, complicated, sophisticated words. Yeah. Whereas conversation is just conversational. You know, just having like a normal chit chat conversation between one and the other person.